Yesterday, Fisch released a bugged update which fixed a bunch of bugs. Not only did they fix the bugs, but they also buffed the Heaven's Rod. Finally, a lot of people were complaining about it wasn't even worth 2 million, which I definitely agree, but they buffed it a little. The lure speed is now 30%. It used to be, I think, 27%, so they barely even buffed that. Really no difference in the lure speed. The biggest thing that they buffed with this rod is the Heaven's mutation. So before the buff, there was only 5% chance of getting that mutation, which if you haven't seen how the mutation looks like, as you can see right here, for example, this is the heavenly mutation. Before the buff, there was only a 5% chance of getting this mutation. I fished for about an hour. I caught like 170 fish, and out of those 170 fish, I only caught like 5 of the heavenly mutation. So basically, the mutation was pretty rare before the buff, but now it's a 15% chance of getting the mutation. So we're going to be testing out this mutation, because obviously this mutation is one of the best mutations you could currently get. Not the best, but it is close to being the best. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be fishing for an hour. I sold my entire inventory except obviously the things that I've favorited. We're going to be catching a total probably 200 fish in an hour. We're going to see how many heavenly mutations we get in that hour, and we are going to be fishing here in this place, which is called the Glacial Grotto. This area here is a good money making and XP place to get at the same time. So we're going to be testing out the rod here. We did enchant this rod with the hasty enchantment, which gives us a 55% faster lure speed. So the stats on this Heaven's Rod, if you haven't even seen what the stats are, lure speed is 30%, luck is 225%, control is 0.2, resilience is 30%, max kg is infinity kg, and of course it has the heavenly mutation, which gives a 5.5 times selling value. Better than the mythical, better than the nuclear, better than the sunken, but it's not better than the aurora mutation, which gives, I'm pretty sure, either 6.5 or 6 times selling value. We're gonna start fishing. Our total fish caught right now is 12,578, which is our streak, but this is how we're gonna keep track on how many fishes we get in this hour. I'll see you guys back in an hour. Hopefully we get a lot of the heavenly mutation. An hour later of fishing, I caught around 270 fish. Let's go to our inventory. Let's take a look on how much heavenly mutations we got while we catch 270 fish. So let's search up the heavenly mutation. I haven't done this. As you can see right here, we caught quite a little bit heavenly mutation fish. I caught a total of 34 heavenly mutations out of 270. We did caught a heavenly ice beard shark, two of those. We caught quite a lot of the heavenly barrels and common crates. Caught some of the legendary as well. We didn't really catch quite a lot of the heavenly mutation. Just an hour of fishing, we caught 34 out of 270. But lastly, to see how much money we made with all of this, let's go to Moosewood. We arrived in Moosewood before we sell our whole inventory. We're gonna go over here to the NPC because I'm kind of curious on how expensive these heavenly mythicals and legendaries cost with the mutation. The original price of this fish before the mutation is like an average 5,000, 6,000 coins. So here we have a heavenly ice beard shark. Can you tell me the price of this? The price of this goes for 39,000 coins. The thing is, we only caught 2 of these, and then here we have the legendary one. This one goes for an average 2,000 coins. Can you tell me the price of this? This goes for 17,000 coins. That's kind of expensive, but the thing is, I didn't really caught a lot of those fishes. So we're gonna sell our whole inventory. We're gonna see how much money we make with just an hour of fishing with the Heaven's Rod. Let's go over here to the merchant. We're gonna sell our whole inventory. I like to sell my inventory. Let's see how much money we gain from an hour of fishing with the Heaven's Rod. Currently, right now, we almost have 1.3 million credits, and we made a total of 327,000 credits from just an hour of fishing. That's quite a lot of money. Honestly, this rod is pretty good if you're trying to gain money. That's just from an hour of fishing. But if you're trying to gain XP, this is definitely not the rod you want if you're trying to gain levels. But this is definitely now one of the best rods to use if you're trying to gain money. Sadly, you won't be able to use the Absol enchantment with this rod because the lure speed on this rod is super low. But that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully guys enjoyed. This is the new Heaven's Rod buff. It's definitely a little bit more worth it now. It costs us 2 million coins. Before this buff, this rod was not worth it at all, but now it's a little bit more worth it. There's a 15% chance of getting the heavenly mutation, which gives a 5.5 times selling value.